Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a read for you today from the Divine Feminine's perspective. I'm actually going to do the Divine Feminine from yesterday and today, which has plenty of Divine Masculine stuff in it as well. And the Oracle cards at the end. And I wanted to ask you too, before I start, I have a bunch of handbags that I wanted to sell, and I'm going to post them to eBay, but I'd like to actually do a video here first to see if anybody is interested, because I'll be able to post them at cheaper prices if I do it this way. So let me know if any of you guys are interested in that. So I have a bunch of different kinds of handbags. So as far as the read for today, well, yesterday, I'm going to show you the pictures of the two reads. Okay, this one's from yesterday. Okay, and then the one from today. Okay, this is today. This is the one posted on the tag. Okay. So, of course, yesterday was September 10th, 2018, which was the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, so it was the Wheel of Fortune energy, but the day added up to 30, which is the Four of Wands, or the Union energy. So there's also a lot about the home, and a turn for the better as far as the home. So yesterday what came up for the Divine Feminine, and first thing in the morning, it was after midnight, I think it was 12:21, my mail came up 3377, and as soon as I went to start the read, I got "hit me with your best shot." Hit me with your best shot. Okay, the line from the song. In the feminine read from yesterday, which was done at 9:52, the major arcana were the Emperor, the Wheel, Alchemy, and Alchemy in this deck is the Temperance card, and then the Lovers. And again, the Lovers come up today again. There was 4 Wands, 2 Pentacles, 1 Sword, and the King of Wands, or the Queen of Wands, was the only court card for yesterday. The numbers 77 came up, as well as 98, 25, 1, 2, 3, and 6. And as far as the coding, yesterday it was all about compassion. And it had to do with conflict and having compassion in conflict that you may be confronted with. There was Knight of Wands energy coming in here as well. And there may be judges involved as well. So there could be a competition. But the message was about compassion and using your energy of compassion to transmute difficult situations. All right, so for the read yesterday, I was getting the Emperor hides his suffering, but is magnetized towards the Hermit's light. The Divine Feminine has got his left hand as he loses money and status, spending time in the woods. I was also seeing someone working at the dock to close up for the winter. Possibly, you know, at the end of summer, people have stuff they do at the beach or up the mountains. They may be closing up for the winter. While connecting with the Divine Feminine in the 5D in order to bridge union and share. It's like he holds his half of the world, searching for his other half, standing his ground at the dock, which is not solid ground. Imbalanced in give and take, not telling the truth, and holding back an announcement. The Engagement card came up, as far as ascending your relationship to a higher level. His bare back and butt crack exposed, so that might actually have happened to someone. and also stalking of the flame, or the romantic tie, to find peace. And love partnership came up. And love partnership came up again today. The lovers and love partnership were in both readings yesterday and today for the Divine Feminine. And then Rocket Man came up again. The Divine Masculine could be losing his temper, maybe not getting along at work, focusing on details. And with Ben, the mouse, Ben, the two of us, need look no more, from Michael Jackson. That came up again, as well as the Divine Masculine, burning the candle at both ends, maybe being up late at night at work, burning the midnight oil. At the new moon, needing to express their feelings of passion. And then I got again, and may God's love be with you. And that was from Rocket Man. And Spirit's connecting with me. A magician finds his way home to hang out on his own, to give himself attention for a bit, sending love back and forth with the Divine Feminine, holding back, sharing thoughts and words though. But he's holding back with the thoughts and words. He's sharing in the 5D, but holding back the 3D thoughts and words, or the 4D. The foundation has to do with a karmic who's angry, who's covering their face, but unable. The karmic is covering the Divine Masculine's face, like she's blocking him or covering him up. But she's unable to cover his thoughts and messages as he expresses back and forth to his Divine Feminine, sharing ascension. Centrally for the Divine Feminine had to do with her destiny. The King of Cups feeling defeated, basically bleeding out, so there could be a lot of suffering going on for the Divine Masculine at the moment, but recovering financially with a new opportunity. The challenge for the Divine Feminine, and right at that moment a train came by blowing their horn. It was very apparent. So the challenge for the Divine Feminine is conflict of sneakiness, where the devil's coming up here again about injustice around the King of Swords. The destiny of the Queen of Wands was also getting bleeding out energy for the Queen of Wands, which was coming up as the karmic energy, and there's kids involved. But it was like the two inner children of the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine going forward into a new passion, and the karmic, being upset about this. There's a hermit, or the Virgo energy, sheds light on how to go forward after death, to sit in the discomfort, to free themselves and be still, without resisting expressing all of your feelings. There may be a karmic who actually ends it. They end the relationship as opposed to the Divine Masculine, but also ending the addictions, the codependencies of rejection and control. Standing down jealousy, to wait for new love lobster coming down the path to the finish line. The dogs are now weak and afraid of the lobster. And I heard, "I'm coming, honey," in the light of day, when the day is gray. So when there's like a not sunny day, kind of looks like the moon because it's so dark out. There's a new love, new life, passion, and justice. Soon for the Divine Feminine, she is alchemizing her new life with divine help, letting go of independence, overworking, sexual frustration, to let go of money in a divorce possible situation. So that could be on both sides. But letting go of these codependencies on work, on being independent can be a codependency, okay? If you're blocking anyone else from coming in. Okay, the Divine Feminine is the divine lover. After needing strength to speak her truth, now connecting. The Divine Feminine got pay attention to the red flag, so it's all about signs and synchronicities, and being in your knowing, stay connected, and worth waiting for. Going through exposure in order to get to peace. So allowing things to come out, no secrets. Around the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine is giving it up to God, So he's learning to let go, offering love to the other world, and receiving love in return, but weakened by the unknown. So the doubt starts to creep in for the Divine Masculine. The prize, or his sore spot, is vulnerability, fearing unhappiness, lack of satisfaction, clearing blocks of risk with the High Priestess or the Queen of Pentacles. And then it came up, it's in the bag. So for the Divine Masculine, not to worry that it's in the bag. All is in alignment now. The bubble is back. Do-over. After third-party overindulgence and not expressing feelings of wanting to be passionate, now expressing. And compassion comes up for the Divine Feminine. Make sure to be compassionate. The High Priestess has the keys. Okay, so it's either the secret keys, or the High Priestess, the person with the psychic abilities, or the intuitive person, and the Divine Masculine seeing the High Priestess as someone who's different than all the rest. The Nature card came up, as well as love and music, and all three is very important. So make sure to get out in nature, be in your heart space, love everyone, and make sure to use music. The solution for the Divine Feminine is her heart, allowing others in, expressing feelings of truth and balance, and beginning a new life of love and passion, and being open without cutting anyone off. And knowing that the Divine Feminine is basically saying, no one has what I have, because you're each an individual. After no sex and patience of an angel, the Divine Feminine's heart is now open for business, lighting the way for the Divine Masculine to come out of the dungeon into the light. Invitation to love, pure love. Imprisoned in marriage, the King of Wands holds on loosely, sad that he has hurt the Queen of Cups reverse, which is showing someone who's just very sad. Okay, so that was yesterday. For the Divine Masculine yesterday, it was all about the Queen of Cups, and the Divine Masculine I got 7 cups for yesterday, so that's all I'm going to mention about that. But the Divine Masculine never has 7 cups. He was very much in his heart space, and it was all about the Queen of Cups. 99 came up as far as numbers, and 29, and 0. You know, being at 0 point for the Divine Masculine yesterday. For today, 9/11/2018. It is the 11 of Justice, and the day adds up to 31/4, which is the 5 of Wands, which is that conflict or competition or expansion energy. So you have Justice and the 5 of Wands, which isn't the most ideal energy for the day. But if you stay at 0 point and know that it's about, you know, justice is always about being right or being happy. What do you want? So as you master your abilities, you're going to see this and be able to stay present in this and understand that it's about you being happy, not about actually being right or getting justice. What is it that's going to make you happy? Okay. But allowing the conflict, because that's expansion. Just learning to stay at 0 point, mastering. And it's been cold. Literally, the weather's gotten really cold all of a sudden. For the read today, and it was 9:39, the Divine Feminine got the Strength card, the Lover's card, and Abundance. So really beautiful. So Abundance is the Empress. There was 1 Pentacle, 3 Wands, 2 Swords, and 2 Cups, and it's all about the child today. There was a Page of Wands, a Page of Swords, and Page of Cups. These were all of the court cards. So you have 3 children out there, so it could be about children, but it also is about the 3 inner children of the three-way dynamic in this situation. The numbers 58, 3, 61, and 7 came up. And the coding was all about love partnership. And the 3. Aha. So I just tied something together for myself. So we have the 3 pages. It really is about, as opposed to the children of the karmic, or not the karmic, but the children of the divine masculine or the divine feminine. And it certainly is going to bring up children today because that energy is there. But the main message has to do with the 3 inner children of the 3 in the 3-way situation. Okay? And I also got 1 short. So some of the different messages I was getting from the coding had to do with Hawaii coming up. Also 8, seeing the key of the lover, the rare abundance of this love partnership. Also the age 50 came up, which is also the 10 of Cups, which is finding, absolute emotional happiness within a family situation. Also getting 8, seeking the 9th, but it all has to do with the lovers and the rare 3rd energy of this love partnership. I was also getting 5.5 moons again, or 5 half moons, which is something that came up for me in August, which ended up on 11/11/11. So that's an important date. And also I was getting like 8C key of the lovers, 3. And then I was getting 3AB, like 3AD. So instead of after death, it's 3 after birth. And then I was getting that being associated with 11/11, being like 11/8 and 11/11. So something about both of those dates. I was also getting 5 pi, or 5 twins who are within union within themselves and strong. I was specifically getting 5 out of 8. So again, 58 came up, and 58 is the 4 of Swords, which is that rest and meditation, connection energy, to do a lot of that until, through November. Definitely the expansion of 8, which 8 again is the infinity, it's staying at 0 point, to see the key. And also 3.5 years was coming up. Just 3.5 in general as being half of 7. And also when I put the whole code in, just to see what would come up, the first thing that came up was the ridiculous 6. And it was 5.5 brothers. Not 5.5, but 5. It was a very silly movie, but it was very cute. About someone finding their 5 half-brothers of their deadbeat dad. So that may be coming up for some as well, their deadbeat dad. Also, Andy Griffith came up, and it listed the 1994 The Gift of Love, which was a TV movie. And also in 1972, Hawaii 5-0, with Arnold Lovejoy, and I'm a Family Crook. Don't shoot. So these are messages, okay? Gift of Love, and also the one who looks like love, or Lovejoy, I am a family crook, so don't shoot. Also JoJo the singer came up, if that syncs for anyone. And then Matthew chapter 20 came up, and it said 5 o'clock in the evening, when there was only 1 hour before the end of the Jewish day, which in matters of labor closed at 6. And we just had the ridiculous 6. And this was, and then verse 7, no man hath hired us. Okay, so maybe the divine masculine's having trouble finding work, but maybe you want to look at chapter 20 or even chapter 7, but it's coming up verse 7. Matthew chapter 20 verse 7. Fox Broadcasting also came up, so there might be something about a fox coming up, as well as this was funny, that came up, Staying Alive from Wiki came up. How Deep Is Your Love from Saturday Night Fever. That was 1977 as well. So How Deep Is Your Love, 1977, as well as Staying Alive, 1977. It said original 3 music videos for the movie Saturday Night Fever, which kept Staying Alive number 2, I guess, was for 5 weeks, but it was at number 1 for 4 weeks, and that was starting February 4th, 1978. So if any of those dates sync with you, let me know. Okay. So with the major arcana in the read today, those are the energies of Leo, Gemini, and Taurus as the majors, okay? But of course there's lots of different energies in the read, so take it as it fits into your situation. For the Divine Feminine was coming up, also the number 25 and 250 came up, as well as 0, that the devil is coming up as being in depression, or that the devil is depression. That's the codependency. Being strong to block it and keep the eye of the tiger on the 2 good cups that are present, but not being seen. And that's all about the depression, right? You have the 2 cups in front of you, but you're only seeing the 3 that have fallen over behind you. Or, you know, depends on the card, how it's depicted. But it's all about addiction to depression, like feeling peaceful in depression. And that's why it's like your go-to thing. Being strong on the outside to others, but guilt and shame paralyze, causing procrastination in finding peace. Thinking depression is peace, or being strong is peace. So and Spirit's connecting with me, that's not necessarily the case. Also is getting specifically a Sagittarius or Leo energy coming up as the devil due to depression. Some shady business between a Sag and a Leo energy with a little bit of earth and air mixed in there. So they could be all, you know, the earth and air was coming up as other elements of these 2 people. But I was specifically getting a lot about Sagittarius and Leo. I was getting that Leo is not in their power, and the Sag was being patient and inspired to stand in their truth. I was also getting the Leo spending the Sag's money. So don't get too hung up on the signs, but that was just one example of what was coming up. So the Sag was learning to stand in their truth and be inspired to do that no matter who it hurts. The Sagittarius is finding peace in the truth, but also in sadness. And then the trust card came up for the Divine Feminine. So make sure you're in your faith and have trust. The messenger of truth realizes that they can't protect their children from the truth, that it's better if it comes directly from them, as they fantasize about getting their wish, and under lilies in the park, with a lantern and fruit and a fan, getting down on both knees. ... Okay, so this has to do with your situation. So seeing the Divine Masculine, fantasizing about having the Divine Feminine in the park, or whoever he's wooing at this time, and getting down on both knees. And then the card Change came up. After harvesting, 4 of 7 specifically came up. Beginning new life, recovering in a practical way by isolating to gain wisdom, or going to an elder, or possibly a Virgo, for advice. Recently, the King of Swords, with a painful ending, with Sagittarius and or Leo, in order to start a new life, becoming independent and whole, comfortable and wise on his own, as the Hermit holds light for him, and a fire sign below, waving goodbye, depressed. The Divine Masculine with his eye on the prize, and the Divine Feminine holding the light in the 5D. Both sovereign holding steady, in their truth finding peace. The foundation, and Spirit's connecting with me, the foundation is trust and allowing the truth to come through in a message of healing. In a message of healing, the Queen of Cups, whose message of truth, or harsh words, caused suffering and sleepless nights for the Divine Masculine. Centrally, the masked boy, overwhelmed trying to cover things up, spending money that he doesn't have to protect his identity and his suffering, and his fires burning. challenged by, for the Divine Feminine, the lover having risen above third party situation. So the challenge is the lover. The Divine Feminine having risen above a third party situation, allowing the Divine Masculine to sort out his own issues. And specifically, we're coming up for the Divine Masculine, him going to the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles in a loving way to sort things out. So these were coming up as separate from the Divine Masculine, a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. So Wands are fire signs and Pentacles are earth signs, but they don't have to be those signs. It can be someone who's just got a really fiery, physical, energetic personality, or the King of Pentacles, who's very well-to-do and grounded. But anyway, the Divine Feminine allowing the Divine Masculine to sort out his issues with the King of Wands and King of Pentacles and wrap things up. Now in the heart and head of the Divine Feminine is the Empress, or abundance. She's come into her Empress, and this was coming up yesterday separately as well, protecting her crush and avoiding being controlled by passion. The Divine Feminine is opening her heart to all, to her own inner child, or her youngest child who may have anger issues, or an angry karmic who is acting like the spoiled youngest child, released from prison without a lover, or just released from having sex, wanting to be alone, after looking back at all the attention received by people with the light, or the attention received from sage advice, or the attention gotten by two isolated reflections, or twins, or two hermits, or two Virgos, received by reflecting each other. So it's like the karmic seeing the attention that the twins are getting and looking at that. And now her wanting, so there's a karmic who misses the attention they received from an elder when they were, the beautiful baby, right? So I'm the baby, gotta love me came up. Now either rejected sexually by their partner who wants to be alone, or they themselves are releasing themselves from the mental burden of sexual obligation and just wanting to be alone. 3 inner children trying to get along in the playground. Okay, so this is the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, the karmic. What happens when you have 3 children in the playground? One usually gets their feelings hurt. One gets left out. The Divine Masculine goes to brothers or elders to talk about this passion, tugging at his heartstrings. His twin, who has walked through a portal without him, and he feels vulnerable and alone without this connection. He is also up nights about this third party, or gossip, or overindulgences, or his counsel is up nights about this, worried about him. Soon after a long time of being in lack, the Empress rises from the ashes, ready to tango in union with her beloved. The Divine Feminine is satisfied on her own, needing the courage to walk away. And I was getting this too as, and this is coming up a lot, the position where how you see yourself is actually coming up as the energy of the other. So how the Divine Feminine sees herself is coming up as the way the Divine Masculine is, and vice versa. That's coming up for the masculine too. Like he sees himself, it's coming up as the energy of the Divine Feminine. So it actually came up more around the Divine Masculine's energy today, but that's how the Divine Feminine is seeing herself in his energy. The past returns for the Emperor out of control, so he's either out of control or he's coming out of ego, trying to keep up, but he's injured and burdened. He's trying to keep up with the Divine Feminine, but he's about to drop. He's still carrying that heavy load. This could be the one, and it is safe to love, comes up for the Divine Feminine. Choose a path and walk toward it. Get your wish by humbling yourself. Around the Divine Feminine is herself, or the Divine Masculine in peace at the beach with thoughts of 3. After the battle is over, but taking from it the lessons of non-judgment and being clear on the poor decisions or judgments of the past. The Divine Feminine needs to clear blocks of being present after family boredom or possible rejection, being left hanging in jealousy because of refusal to see the truth, protecting their heart, needing to openly express feelings in a physical way in a love partnership. With dreams of passion, with an open-hearted love, a slow-burning fire, co-creating in union as the King of Wands, shining light about separation from self and needing to stay present. The Divine Feminine has done nothing but open her heart as a woman and open her heart as an inner child. And after feeling sexually frustrated and uninspired, the Divine Masculine, breaking his patterns, the King of Cups now sees her with both eyes, holding back passion and spirit connecting with me without option due to insecurities, but now ready to take a leap of faith to be free. So in summary, there's a strong message of truth that prompts inner work and meditation to become sovereign and inspired by the lover rising above the fire, by staying present in abundance and joy, and a heart opened wide to receive love from the King of Cups. Okay, so really beautiful read today. Let me know if anything syncs with you, or if you have any questions about anything. Of course, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribe. Please subscribe if you like the content, and of course your comments, which are always amazing to connect with you guys. I'm going to pull your oracle cards, and I'm going to start with the Ascension cards. And also wanted to bring up too my meditation video. I had put on sale for $7.77 just for the last 2 days, and I'm going to continue that because I really want to get it out there. It's a really amazing healing video. So if any of you want to try it, it's just you can just send $7.77 to PayPal me at twinflames3344, and I will send the raw file to your Gmail. Okay. So here's for the Ascension deck for the Organic, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. Today, the September 11th, 2018. Clear and align. Okay, for the Organic, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. What is the advice? What is the advice? Okay. Commander Ashtar. The Mahatma energies at the bottom, which is number 6. Okay. And the affirmation for that is I invoke the Mahatma energy to flow through me. And that's all about the Buddha light and the 12 rays. The card that came out is Commander Ashtar. It's number 39, which is the Knight of Cups. It's a 3 of joy, self-expression coming together. It's the 9 of compassion on the inside, coming through as the 3 of the joyful personality. To be a 3. It says Commander Ashtar is in charge of the intergalactic fleet, spaceships that control and protect this universe. His mothership enters Earth through Machu Picchu, and two-way interdimensional portal that he oversees. Commander Ashtar is connecting with you through this card and inviting you to view the planets, the stars, and the galaxies with cosmic eyes. I'm having a lot of trouble speaking. This happened last night too. I was having a lot of trouble getting words out. Breathe in the subtle energy and wisdom of the stellar world and allow it to affect your chakra system and ignite your consciousness. You are blessed for this card of expanded enlightenment and a call to intergalactic service. The affirmation is, I connect with Commander Ashtar to serve the universe. Okay, so open up yourself more to not just what's here on Earth, on Gaia, but connecting with what's out in the galaxy. You know, your masters, your guides, ETs, you know. It's also the Knight of Cups. Give your love. It's about spreading love. Okay, and for the past life deck, past life deck, for the Organic, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. Clear and line. Okay, what is the Organic? What is the message for the Organic, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames? What is the message? Okay, got 2 here. Spirituality and religion is at the bottom. Okay, so you might want to open that Matthew chapter 20. Okay. By the way, I was at a friend's house yesterday, ended up doing cards for like 5 people, and one of them was a Matthew, and my son's a Matthew. So, and I've told you about multiple Matthews at my house when I'd worked them before, so Matthew's coming up, so maybe there's something in the book of Matthew that you need to be guided to. The cards that came up are the arts. Okay, and there's specifically guitar and piano pictured on here, and then transportation also comes up, specifically a train. And I'm seeing the front of the train right away as a timer, you know, like on the microwave, the front of the train. So maybe I'm getting countdown from that. Again, the strings are coming up about, and you know, the Divine Masculine's heartstrings being pulled is coming up again as well. 3-2, 3-2, and that's the Christ vibration. Well, Christ vibration is 33, but the word actually adds up to 32, like Sophia. Christ and Sophia both add up to 32, which is that 6 of Wands energy of getting attention and success and leadership and leading the way. And this train is leading the way. It's the front of the train. You know, the first part of the train pulls the rest and crosses the bridge. This train is crossing a bridge. Okay? Alright, so there are people taking the lead to pull the other cabooses along across the bridge. Connect with your Divine Masculine in the 5D. That's your job. Your job is to help them along in the 5D. Their job is to come forward in the 3D. They're getting everything ready in the 3D, 4D situation. But be reminded, it's very important to focus on your creativity and use music as a tool. If it's not your actual talent, listen to music, because the vibration of music is very high. And there may be someone named Art that's important to someone, because that's coming up. Yeah, and just transport. I was just getting teletransport too. So people are learning how to, you know, transport themselves etherically. Okay? Stay on your track. Stay on your track. Okay? Actually put your blinders on now. Focus and just go straight ahead. Stay on your track. Alright, and then I got the Journey of Love. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Okay, this is for the organic divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flames. What is the advice, please? What is the advice? What is the advice? Drop into your heart. And the bottom is acceptance, which is 55, which is the Ace of Swords, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Acceptance. Okay, that's the underlying energy. That's a beautiful card. And the card that came out is Drop into Your Heart, which is number 68, which is the Page of Pentacles. It's about that opportunity, about an invitation, about learning. And I'm going to read that to you. So 68. And it's very much all about the green and magenta swirling together. Coming together a loop at a time, okay? And that's how you come together in your purge cycles. And Spirit's connecting with me. So 68, drop into your heart. There is a place of light within that no darkness can touch. It cannot be shamed, and it can never be made impure. It is never lost or darkened or unavailable to us, though we may forget sometimes, sitting in a darkened room and not realizing that we can stand up and walk into the light so close to us, just on the other side of the doorway into the heart. Whatever may arise, great joy, great sorrow, drop into your heart and offer it to the divine, gently bowing your forehead in your hands in prayer. Connect mind and heart, or mind to heart. Let yourself have some peace. It wants you, you know. This oracle brings you an offering. The divine would like you to offer whatever is bringing your heart trouble, or of course, joy. The divine would like to receive this from you as a gift, that it may return to you some special blessing. Place your hands at your heart, and in genuine reflection, perhaps you may choose to offer your heart burden or light now. Either will be joyfully received by the divine, and you shall be graced with a gift in return. And Spirit's connecting with me. This poem simply says, longing, the dance to move beyond the feeling that draws me forward to a place born within that calls my soul to feel complete. Okay? So it's all about getting past that longing to become balanced again, to come back to 0 point, so that you can be born again. It's the integration period of taking in the expansion and integrating it into your world, so that you can then go forward again in your rebirthing process. But don't stay in the sadness. You know, we talked a lot about depression and sadness in this read. And it's about giving that up to God. And that's faith. You know, faith and patience are the two hardest things. You know, patience can be a long time. But it's telling you, that's why you have to find your joy. Your joy. When you're in union, what are you going to do when your divine masculine's out doing something or working or with friends? There's going to be something for you. What is your joy? What do you want to do? That's going to help you know yourself better. Okay? And anything that comes up as far as sadness or anything for that reason, give it up, let it go. Let go of the burdens and just be in your joy. That's the point of staying present. Not going forward into lack, not going back into pain, but staying present in joy. To allow yourself to be happy. Okay? And for a lot of people, depression is the addiction. All addictions have to do with pain and fear. That's all they are. It doesn't matter what the addiction is. It's all about pain and fear. And for a lot of the divine feminines right now, it's about the addiction to depression, because it seems like a safe place, you know, when you can hide. But it's about coming out and being present again, because when you're depressed, you're thinking back. You're thinking about the pain, the hurt that you've had. So today is about letting it go. Give it as a gift up to your higher self, to God, to deal with. To free yourself, to just be in joy. And that's it, period. We're not here to sacrifice and be in pain. We're here to be in joy. Okay? So make sure you drink plenty of water today, especially if you do any sessions with people, meditations, massages, anything like that. Always make sure you drink extra water afterward. Make sure to get some exercise to get rid of any anger. Maybe do that blowing exercise I told you about. Again, go on to YouTube. Donna Eden has lots of blogs on her different energy exercises to do. And make sure you get outside in nature and just be good to yourself. Be happy and joyful and rise and be loved. Have a great day, guys. Bye.